All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, slimes and dimes, my hip hop crimies and crimettes, welcome back to the couch, man. We on another episode, another reaction with good old Rory and Mal, dog. Good old Rory and Mal. They obviously had something to say about J. Cole addressing the Kendrick and Drake beef over his song Port Antonio. Now, I'm real curious to see what they have to say, especially because they're flip-flop on us. You know what I mean? Like, one moment J. Cole is J. Fold, and then the next moment he's the best rapper of 2024 when he dropped a plate of collard greens and shot for shot. Now, these dudes have been known to be very inconsistent with just where they flow at things. Some things are opinion, but then it's like, but bro, you just like whatever they're about to do here. And I know whenever I kind of get into Rory and Mal takes and reactions, like I kind of start spazzing beforehand. I don't know who I'm about to agree with in this one, to be honest with you, because you never know with these guys. You know what I'm saying? They're very unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? They're very inconsistent, but being consistent at the same time as far as just like their takes and their weird ways of critiquing shit. So just 2 weeks ago, they just said that he was the best rapper of all of 2024. So now I need to see what they have to say about this. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe.
Cole said, I pulled the plug because I've seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow.
J. Cole wants clicks and he wants his pockets to grow as well.
Okay, but have you not also said that this was Kendrick's biggest moment?
It is.
And that this is kind of his trick throughout his years.
It was Cole's biggest moment too. Talk to that.
What was Cole's biggest moment?
This battle.
It could have
been Cole's biggest moment as well.
It could have been.
Oh, that's hypothetical. We don't know.
He backed out, so.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
He put a record out.
That was not Cole's 7-minute drill was not Cole's biggest moment, but like not even close. 2014 Forest Hills Drive was his biggest moment.
This moment was Cole's biggest moment as a rapper.
Yeah.
You're saying it could have been if
See, I think he's saying it could have been the biggest moment for him as like a rapper to solidify him in the big three spot, but it wasn't his biggest moment because he can still have a big moment in his career and everything else. But as far as the rap battle goes, I see what Maul's saying.
he participated.
So he didn't participate.
Yeah, he did. Definitely
Yes,
did.
and then he stepped out based off the exact convo that you have had with me.
Did he participate?
If that means I got to dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bots just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes. This is the same shit you have said, which I have agreed with you when it came to Kendrick. You even came on here and talked about fake views with Spotify and connections behind the scenes. Everything Cole is saying about Kendrick, you have said. And he said he didn't want to participate in this battle because that's what it was.
Right.
I think you guys have the exact same opinion.
But he participated.
Before he knew what it was going to become.
He participated. He put a song out. He had bars directed at Kendrick. Dissing his discography. Calling his albums lackluster. He participated in the beef.
I agree.
So what are we talking about here?
So my thing
what is all of this?
Keep doing this shit. It's weird.
This is rapping.
The same thing.
Well, someone got shot.
The same thing you and Drake also said at the end of Heart Part 6. Like, this shit is.
What is all of this?
And he backed out.
Who wanted blood? Who wanted to see somebody get?
Damn, I fast forwarded too fast. My bad.
Kendrick dissing his discography.
There we go. All right. So, yes, when he says participated, I feel like we're also getting the time frame a little messed up. Like, he was one of the first people to shoot first, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, wasn't he the first one to kind of drop a song, right? And this goes back to my point. Yes, he participated and dropped the song through the first blow, whatever. But here's the part that I don't know if they're gonna mention or if they're getting to. But there had to have been some, because once again, we've never seen nobody do this in rap before, dog. So clearly there had to have been something, like a conversation that was going on behind the scenes, where once that happened, he was like, oh, nah, I'm getting up out of this. And in hindsight, and seeing how nasty it went, I can't disagree with Cole from withdrawing from it if that's not what he wanted to do and be on. Because once again, it's for the bots. The click part and all that doesn't matter, but as this beef started going, it started turning into bot wars, nasty work about lies and facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just turned, it went rapping, but then the internet and everything else turned it away from the actual art form of a rap battle, in my opinion. And now we have this whole jaded thought and opinions on what a rap beef actually is, or what a rap battle is, and what consists of a good diss track and all this other stuff, which that's always a part of the conversation. But I think this battle in particular, which is also, I respect J. Cole withdrawing from it even more because all of the bot talks and all the internet games with this. So I'm not mad at Cole, dog.
calling his albums lackluster. He participated in the beef.
I agree.
So what are we talking about?
One track.
And
what is all of this?
And he backed out.
Who wanted blood? Who wanted to see somebody get hurt? What are we talking about here?
This is rapping.
I think blood was a metaphor.
The same thing you and Drake also said at the end of Heart Part 6. Like, this shit is played out, bro. Why you keep doing this shit? It's weird. It's done. Stop with all this. Is the same reason Cole backed out. The same reason you hate that battle and feel like Drake won because Kendrick made up some lies and did weird shit is the reason why Cole backed out.
Exactly.
That's not the reason Cole
I'm with the war. I'm with Roy today.
Stop it. It's not the reason Cole.
Why do you think he backed out?
Why do I think he backed out? I think he backed out because that song he put out didn't land. It didn't hit as hard as he thought it would.
All right.
I think that was a tester. He put his foot in the water to test the temperature, and he backed out. He didn't want no parts.
Of course, this podcast.
Now you can't sit here. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, they wanted blood." Who wanted blood? We wanted to see y'all rap,
bro.
Nobody wanted to see nobody get hurt.
Nobody wanted to see nobody.
So we're just taking everything literal now. These guys are acting like they're not like hip hop guys right now. Like they're literally, we're taking the blood for lyrical. Like, and that's another thing. People took the bloodshed part. Like, bro, this isn't Biggie and Tupac. Everybody knows it wasn't Biggie and Tupac. Like, can we use our brains for a second here too? Like when he says the bloodshed, like people just wanted the drama. People wanted the BS. People wanted real beef. Like they wanted it to go beyond rap music and everything else. Like that's what he was generally saying. And he's also just like, I didn't want to be a part of what that was, especially because once again, he came out with that song and they're failing to mention this. Why is nobody acting like, well, Joe Buttons and them had actually brought this up, like there's behind the scenes stuff. And this is why I just don't think I bang with them sometimes, because they say certain things and then act like there's not these other factors that are behind the issue here. He withdrew, whether it's fact or not, something happened behind the scenes. It had nothing to do with this whole, oh, the fans didn't take it this way. Whatever. He don't give a damn about the fans, bro. He actually said, I'm glad y'all took the Big 3 crown off of me because now I am free and I can make the music I want to make and not be worried about what y'all is talking about. Because I think he started to feed into the internet and started to listen to that stuff. So yeah, they're being funny. But once again, these are the inconsistent boys. You know what I'm saying? These are the Stretch RS boys. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I don't think Cole is suggesting that it's a metaphor. I don't think it's a legitimate blood.
So hold on. This is what he's saying, though. Y'all wanted this for clicks and views. You want clicks and views, too, nigga. You put a song out. You posted a song on YouTube. You want clicks and views as well.
In response to
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Y'all just want clicks and views. You want clicks and views as well. Everybody wants clicks and views.
But there's difference between clicks and views when it comes to something having value. Like
when somebody steps on your bar and shits on your bar and shits on your verse, as a rapper, you stand on your pen. Kendrick went at Cole. He shitted on his bar, on his only #1 record. Yeah, let's replay how this thing started. Kendrick shitted on your bar, Jermaine, and I love Cole. Let me put that out there. Like
it don't look like it though.
It ain't about what it looked like. It's about what I'm telling you. I love Cole.
I believe Maul does love Cole.
Anything he says from now on, I don't believe him. I don't want to hear it. I don't believe it. Don't land the same.
Wait, because
when it was
my thing. A lot of people keep saying this, and it's like, do you not want him to rap? Do you want him to start singing like Drake? Like, why can't he not rap with confidence? I get the whole let's not rap like I'm the best and anybody who want it can get it. All right, I'm with that. But if you're just rapping and just rapping about a subject and storytelling, whatever, I'm with that. And once again, don't forget to like the video, comment as well too, subscribe if you're new. But I want to know, in the 3 songs that he just recently came out with, like, was he, because I didn't catch him screaming that he was the best rapper and nobody's messing with. I didn't catch it. I was listening. I didn't catch that upon my first listens, as if he was talking like how he used to talk before, where he's like, I'm one of the GOATs and all this other stuff. Like, this Cole versus the Coles I've heard before sounded like 2 different Coles. And I like this new Cole because he's not rapping like he's the greatest. So I want to know where he's doing this at in these 3 tracks.
Because if we go back to him. If we go back to the tapes, the first thing I said when this whole shit started was, I'm more impressed to see what Cole does because we've never seen Cole battle tested.
I do agree with that.
That was one of the first things I said. I want to see how Cole performs under these lights because we've never seen it. We've never seen him perform under these lights where it was a battle and somebody was going out and testing his pen.
To be honest,
Kendrick shitted on your bar. You're the one that said Big 3 and all of this. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey? Is it me? You did that. He shitted on your bar, and for a hot second, you stood on your pen and you put out a verse and had bars directed towards him. But then all of a sudden, in the famous words of Trump, he went another way.
Wow.
He backed
But
out.
once again, behind the scenes thing.
I don't know if him and Kendrick had a personal conversation.
That's the only
Kendrick
thing
gave
that
him,
happened. Gave him a heads up.
like it's about told him what he was about to say about Drake, this, that, and the third, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm cool."
Well, we were told that Schoolboy Q told Cole that
Whatever
this
was
is
said,
personal
whatever
and
was said.
Yeah.
If I go on tour with you tomorrow,
See, you can't deflect from that point though. That's a very important part into why you may feel why you may or may not should feel the way you should feel about the shit. Like my man Julian literally just said, Schoolboy had a conversation with him, which we don't know what that conversation was, what the context was, but once that whatever behind the scenes stuff happened, Cole's like, nah, I'm gonna go out and just stand on this part instead, which I think that move is still whack. Still should have kept the song out there. Probably should have did behind the scenes or whatever. But even if he said, yeah, I'm gonna take it on shit, because Cole still was catching shots throughout the battle too. It was just that he wasn't gonna be a part of the nasty work side of it, because they were rapping, but they were rapping on some nasty time shit. Like that stuff that they're rapping about isn't gonna make dudes cool anymore. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Like there's levels of stuff, because like we can all cap on each other. We all friends, we cap them, but there's lines, there's boundaries, and the same boundaries that we apply in real life and just in everyday life apply to the same thing in a rap battle, dog. Especially if you actually cool with the people. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I think they're just
Toronto
they're
next
playing
week.
for
Toronto
it.
next week.
They're playing click games too.
All right.
It's cool.
You put
I take a lot of people
you
out.
put millions of dollars in my pocket. You give me my first #1 song.
Okay.
You think that another rapper could say something about me and you, and I don't bomb on that nigga?
I mean, in my position, I would say yes.
I'm asking you a question. Do you think that if you take me on tour and you put millions of dollars in my pocket, you give me my first #1 song, and a rapper shits on the bar where I bigged them up. I gave them props. I put us in the same. We the best three in this shit. And I didn't go at him. I ain't throw no shots at him. Showed him love. And that rapper shits on my bar, our song. You think that I'm gonna just run home and act like it ain't a war outside?
Well, I think that's a separate combo, which I'm happy to have. That's just a whole new topic. Yes, I could see Drake being upset that Cole did that.
We're not talking about Drake. We're not talking about Drake. I'm asking you, do you think if you take me on tour and put millions of dollars in my pocket and give me my first #1 song and a rapper shits on that #1 song, you think that I'm not going to engage in a back and forth with this dude?
I would think so, yes.
And that's all I'm saying here. So now don't give me this long voice note because you know Drake ain't fucking with you. Now you want to give us the voice note that you could have sent to Drake yourself. We didn't have
What's wrong with I would love to hear this music. I want to hear all this shit.
I don't want to. That's personal shit. Call Drake and text him.
The whole beef was personal shit. What are we talking about?
Tell Drake, text him, send him a voice note, because you ain't spoke to him since you spoke to Kendrick.
The whole point of the battle was all personal shit. What are we talking about?
Listen to what I'm saying. We're not talking about a battle. These are words that we know he wants to tell Drake, but he knows Drake ain't picking up the phone for him. So therefore, let me get this out. So he can't rap it? He can. I don't want to hear it.
What are you saying?
I don't care to hear this shit.
I don't care what you or Drake thinks about it when I want to hear Jermaine Cole rap about what happened the last 3 months.
We're not talking about. We're talking about the scope of if you and your friend are rappers, and then another rapper jumps in on some song that you and him got that's #1, shits on your bar. You look like you want to fight, but then you like, nah, I don't want to fight. You go home. Months later, you can't, and you still. And here's the thing: you still rapping. So why not just engage in the fucking battle? You ain't stopped rapping since.
Bruh.
And I'm saying you're saying a separate point. What I'm explaining to you is the answer to your question. He explained why he didn't want to do the fucking battle.
But you did. You put if Cole never put out a record, never put out a bar, I wouldn't even be talking about this shit. I'm like, yo, listen, he ain't want to get into it. Cool.
Yo, this dude's getting me mad because it's like, bro, you're like, yeah, okay, he put out the diss record, bro. He put it out. He put the record out. There was a conversation that had happened after, and he's just like, I'm not gonna be a part of this. And then he also stood on, if you're gonna diss me, I don't care, I'm not replying back. So what are we mad? What to Mal's saying? What are we talking about, dog? What are we saying?
But you put a record out.
Well, if he didn't address any of this, you'd kill him for not addressing it.
You already did.
I don't even speak on Cole unless he puts a verse on. I'm like, nah, that was dope. He can still rap, but all that best rapper out, best rap, you never wear that title again. I don't give a fuck. You can put out the most flawless.
I like these dudes sometimes, bro. They just had a whole segment talking about he's the best rapper of 2024, and here they are, a couple of days ago, but here we are today. You know what I'm saying? Hearing them talk about J. Cole shouldn't even be considered the best rapper. I don't want to hear all this. So what was this stuff y'all did 2 weeks ago, bro, or a week ago, when y'all just said that he's the best rapper of 2024? I feel like y'all said that after you dropped the other 2 songs, if I'm not mistaken. This is why. Never mind, dog.
First we've ever heard, and you're never getting the best rapper title from me.
What does that have to do with this?
Because when it was time to show that you was the best rapper,
you just said he was the best rapper of 2024.
You told us you couldn't sleep.
Wasn't he
and you went home
the best of 2024?
Okay, so I don't want to hear none of these. I don't believe none of these bars. Don't tell me we wanted blood. We didn't want blood. We wanted to see the people that we thought was the best engage in a rap battle. We didn't want y'all to fight and people to get shot. And nobody asked for that. What is this? They want blood? No, we don't.
You mad to say something sick though?
Go ahead, Damaris, and I'll address this blood part.
I have so many points. The first one, the saying of, I just took you on tour and put millions in your pocket and gave you your first #1. Y'all talking like Cole was like some opening like act from like Mississippi.
No, nobody's talking like that, man. And now I'm about to start yelling because that's not what we're talking about.
You sitting up here saying he took him on tour.
He took him on tour. He put millions of dollars in his pocket. It's a fact.
And you don't think that was reciprocal at all. You think that he just took like some random niggas, like some random nigga that had no value. You think that Drake took somebody on tour that doesn't put any value because you.
Nobody said that.
But that's how you're talking. Okay, well,
we don't have to talk about that fact. If Drake takes you on tour, you have value. We know that.
I think Cole wanted to do that for some fly shit. I don't think Cole needed the money. They did B markets. They did like Orlando and shit. No offense to Orlando, but they didn't even do major markets. That was 2 friends having fun.
Y'all are crazy, dog. Who said he needed money? Who said that?
Okay, well, you talking like he did.
Yeah, you act like that's a stat in this whole thing.
He took you on tour and put millions in your pocket. You talking like he needed the money. That's what you're saying. He took him on tour and put millions in your pocket. If I don't need the millions and you put millions in my pocket, like, why does that matter? If I have millions and you put a couple extra, like, what are you talking about?
If I got millions and you give me a couple extra.
But I'm saying,
what are you talking about?
But you acting like he didn't earn that money. Like, that's a handout. You talking like it's a handout. That's not a handout.
That was 2 A-list rappers trying to have a moment, which is great.
I'm speaking to the facts. He went on tour. He made millions of dollars with somebody.
Why would he not respond?
And another rapper shitted on your only #1 song, the bar that you put in that song, and then you swing.
I mean, you say, "Nah, I'm good."
Didn't hit as hard as you thought you would, but you swung.
Basically, he's saying,
and then you decide, "Nah, I don't want to fight."
My man's basically saying, "Why didn't you stand by your mans? If this is your man so much like it is, why didn't you stand by him?" But the other half of that is Kendrick's his mans too. He bangs with both of them, and that's what made it not worthy for him to get into it, you know what I'm saying, in that way, because he didn't want to lose for what he thought was friends, you know what I'm saying. And so I think Damaris got too into the money part of it. Her just, I put millions in your pockets, but she's,
what is that energy? What is that?
So you're saying blood. You really think he was actually talking about people harming each other? No, what he was talking about was blood. Is someone is now called a pedophile. That's what he's referring to. Do you remember when we did the interview with the Washington Post?
Bro, listen.
Hear me out. Let me land.
No, hear me out. Because I don't want to yell. Because I don't want niggas.
It's okay to yell.
No, it's not okay to yell. What I'm saying is simply this: J. Cole, one of the best rappers we've ever had, no doubt about it. But when it comes to being called the best ever, the best right now, none of that shit gets no validation no more. Yeah. Because when it's time for the best to show that they the best, what they do is they show that they're the best. If the best comes at you as an MC, which I believe Cole is, you stand on your MC pin.
Okay, and you have said that, and I've agreed with you, and I have.
It don't sound like you agree with me.
Let me finish. I have no issue with anyone that feels a way towards Cole and him being the best because he backed out of a battle. I'm not here to argue that. If you view it that way, I actually completely understand your perspective.
Him as the best 'cause he did that.
Now, do you remember when you and I did the Washington Post interview?
No.
Right after the battle. We had just got back from vacation. Washington Post interviewed us about what was going on, and we both were discussing, as much as we liked the Kendrick and Drake back and forth, we do kind of need to reassess where we're at with battling, because if these things are true that are being said, this is a separate conversation. This isn't whose baby mother got fucked. This isn't who's more gangster. This isn't who has more goons. this line crossed, and it may be a time to evaluate what the fuck we're doing in rap battles when pedophilia comes in. Because if someone pulls someone's card and says they're not gangster, cool, who gives a fuck? That's rap music.
Right.
Pedophiles different.
No, I know.
We discussed that with the Washington Post. No. Now I'm saying Cole is saying the exact same shit you and I have agreed with. I don't want to this isn't rap battle anymore. Y'all have taken this shit to a whole nother level. Somebody got called a pedophile. I don't want to participate in this shit. I don't give a fuck who's a better rapper.
I will say this though, with that whole PDF stuff, like, not every rap battle is gonna contest in that. Now, if you're being funny, dog, and you get into a rap battle, best believe that might come up. We'd had 40, 50 plus years of rap battles, dog. Like, if you wasn't diddling around or doing diddly things, you're not gonna just bring up diddly things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just not gonna do it. Now, in today's world and what we've been seeing, what's happening with Hollywood and Hollyweird and the rap game and, you know, the Epstein shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, when that stuff gets brought up, it's being looked at different because, once again, there's just been a lot of exposure in the world that we're not in as, you know, us being the consumers and stuff. So, I'm still standing on, like, I don't think homie's just gonna do a whole rap about that if there isn't some sort of smoke in that situation. I'm not gonna put this on Drake's jacket and say that like he's a PDF dude, but once again, dudes know more than what we know, bro. And I'm always big on when shit's happening, people speak about this shit through their music. So everything that he said from Meet the Grams on as far as PDF stuff, and then even to go into his Watch the Party Die thing, it's only right to just not assume and think this correct, but just consider it to be a possibility, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at that. So it's like, I know they want to hold on to it, because here's the thing. When we have these people that we hold in such high regard, we don't want to think or believe that these people are just such heinous people. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm big on, like, you just got to separate the man from the music and, like, enjoy the music and shit like that. But as far as what they doing on their free time behind closed doors, and they name multi-million-dollar homes and all these parties that we are never going to step foot in unless we're in those circles, we just got to take everything with a grain of salt. And we can't just believe things just because we like them because they make music for us. Like, we have to, because we know plenty of PDF dudes and diddlers in our own families and all this other stuff. Like, everybody, remember, we used to hear about this shit with just your uncles and cousins, dog. So those same people that are your uncles and cousins, they could be uncles and cousins of somebody else who just have millions of dollars. Like, that's all I'm gonna say with that.
Rory.
What's about fucking kids?
Rory, he called him a pedophile way after J. Cole took the song back. What are you talking about right now?
Because I'm sure J. Cole knew that was coming.
So that's my point in all of this.
Yeah, if I find out y'all are going that route, peace.
But the good thing of a song like this is, and this is what I love, whereas, not to take a shot at Drake, but it's going to sound like shade, Drake has been posting on his Instagram story, and we've been dissecting shade for the last 3 months or so. Cole put it all on a fucking record and spoke exactly how he feels. Like so instead of hypothetically, just read the fucking lyrics. They're here in front of us. He says, "My friends went to war. I walked away with all the blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try to wipe away my pedigree, Mal. But please find a nigga."
It's funny how they be switching shit around. Like, I ain't never thought I was gonna really bang and agree with what Julian be saying, but it's like, actually read the words and take your actual personal feelings away from like how you feel as a fan, and just listen to what the hell the artist is saying, bro. Like, everybody everybody takes it too personal too. Like, it's like, it's one thing to be like, nah, I ain't feeling it, but like to take it as far as like, nah, I don't want to hear that anymore. I want to hear, like, bro, just be a fan of the music. Listen to the raps, bro. Like, I'm gonna stand on, like I said the whole time, I love this song. I love the song.
On
blood,
find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly.
Outside. What
and
blood
I finished the lyrics. My dog texted me. I'll share the words
we know the
he
lyrics.
said to me.
We reading it.
This is where this is important. This is why this is what we're talking about.
Send that to Drake. I don't want to hear that.
Well, then I'm talking to Rory.
The majority of this wasn't even to Drake. The majority of this was to the fans. 2 lines to Drake.
If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. Ooh. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me.
He's the gun.
Remember, we're not talking about literal blood.
Damn, you don't sound really objective right now at all.
Fuck this shit. Nobody want to hear this shit.
He never does.
Everybody wants to hear it.
Nobody want to hear this shit. If you refuse
I've had
to
it on repeat all day.
of course you did. If you refuse to shoot you shot the gun, nigga. You responded. What are we talking about here?
And
What are we talking about? He shot the gun.
What are you talking
And
about,
is
Walt?
now explaining
The fuck?
why he backed out. And
Literally explain
I'm
that
not here
to
to
you.
Man,
argue with
nobody
you.
want to hear that shit,
So
man.
what do you want to hear?
You shot the gun.
What do you want to hear?
Yo,
At
if
the-
Cole
You
never,
shot.
if Cole
Annoying.
never addressed any of
This
this
is
shit,
annoying sometimes,
you would
dude.
call him out for not
No,
addressing
I wouldn't.
it.
I'm
He
calling-
explained what
I'm calling him out.
you
That's
can
exactly what I'm calling him out about. You can't shoot the gun, aka put out a diss record, and then say, nah, you know what, I'm cool.
Why not?
What? Nigga, he went at you. He went at your bar. He shitted on your
then
bar.
We've had that
So-
conversation
a
for the last
million
however many
times,
months.
and we all
Can
know
you
who the beef
address
was
what
really with,
I'm
bro.
saying?
There's nothing to address.
He's explaining
addressing what I'm
why
saying.
he didn't want to do it, and it's the exact same views that you and I have had about this whole
No,
shit.
it's not. No, it's not.
This shit
No, it's
is
not.
not
Yo,
rap
they-
anymore.
No, it's
My
not.
man's so
No, it's
far
not.
down in the rabbit
Someone's
hole.
gonna be calling a pedophile at the Super Bowl. This has gone past rap beef.
No, but my issue with that whole pedophile bar is you said he's a certified pedophile. You got to show us that he's a pedophile.
Oh.
That was my own. Now, if he is a pedophile, then I agree with you calling him that. Then I agree with that bar. If he is,
Okay.
but he ain't.
Okay.
So that's why that whole shit is corny to me.
So you agree with
You don't
Cole?
know
No, I
that
don't
either.
agree with Cole.
You still don't know either. The funny part about all of this is like you still really don't know anything. You're not with these dudes 24/7. You don't know. So to stand on that and think that he's just making it up, because I'm like, yeah, it's one thing to make. I don't think you can just make that up and just ride with it. There's got to be something that's going on behind the scenes. And once again, to end on this note with this, like, Mal really just be super biased, bro. Like, he has no objectiveness in his bones. Like, he doesn't try to be objective at all, clearly. Like, the fact that you've had 3 co-hosts, 3, and it's okay to disagree, but all 3 have addressed exactly the point that he's mad about. He's refusing to hear it, and he's stuck on major 3 points: the bloodshed, the metaphorical reference of bloodshed. He's also stuck on putting out the diss track first, and then ignoring the fact that there had to, because there's something in between that happened. So clearly there was literally a phone call, conversation, or whatever about where this was gonna go. Like, it's more obvious to me that that's exactly what happened more than anything, because once that happened, Clay was like, oh yeah, F that, like, I'm not gonna do that. And then he gets into the explaining that same exact sentiment in the lyric or in the song. So it's like he's not wrong. Like, he actually really might have made out best in this whole beef thing. Like, because granted that Kendrick and Drake had their thing and there's a declared winner, but there's still, you know, people that think Drake won. But I think, you know, Kendrick's legacy is still going to be hindered a little bit too, because they're going to be like, well, he's this legend off of lies and made up stuff between a made up daughter and allegations. You know what I mean? Which both we don't know are lies or not still. I think people, just because, you know, we want to be fans, we're just going to not believe something that could possibly be true, especially to things like that. You know what I mean? So I get it, dog. Like, you know, I just don't really feel, I'm not feeling how people are just upset about this song, man, when he's doing it, like, he's doing exactly what he did at the apology tour, but in a song, which I'm like, if he would have never did that apology and just chilled in the dark and then did, I still would have took this the same way. That song, actually, I think I've said it in my reaction video, and don't forget to like this channel, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and go check that video if you want to. Like, once I heard that, I was like, I'm not even mad at you for, you know what I'm saying, backing out the beef. Like, I will look at you as not being one of the greats still. That's always it, because I'm always big on, you have, if you're gonna be in a battle, dog, or if you're gonna consider yourself one of those dudes, you gotta battle test it. Like, I'm big on that. You have to be battle tested, and you have to come out on top. You can't just be battle tested and lose every single time either. You know what I'm saying, like Drake. But that's where I stand with that. You know what I'm saying? So Port Antonio was a good song, dog. It was a good message. It was something about, you know, it was, once again, catch the message versus like all the other shit, and take your personal feelings out of it and just put your thinking cap on a little bit. And that's what that song basically was. Kind of like Watch the Party Die. Like, I'm coming to realize too, before I get up out of here, is that like a lot of songs where like the beat, or if like you're just, if it's like a message in it, people don't like messages, bro. I mean, they like messages in other aspects of things, I guess, but when it comes to those positive messages and just in regards to that, I think people just don't like it, because I can't see how y'all think that song's bad. And I'm not even a J. Cole fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, J. Cole is not even the first person I'm going to put on when I'm riding around the car, or put on when I'm just casually just chilling, listening to music. Like, he's last on my list, to be honest with you, to like put on. But I'm down to listen to stuff because, once again, those 3 songs, I'm like, I bang with those. So on that note, man, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments below about this J. Cole Point Antonio song, dog. Like, do y'all feel like it was a necessary song? Do y'all feel like it was whack? Like, what are y'all overall thoughts on this, man? But yeah, don't forget to comment below, like the video. Peace.